My favorite part is how I made a video a month ago titled Why Writers Quit, and then I quit writing for over a month. But we're back. I am very behind on my deadline. I think what happened is I got news that my recovery timeline for my ankle would like take more time. I think it bummed me out, which caused me to just like get a little bit depressed. I've just kind of been rotting about. However, one day I did wake up and I was like, look, if we're gonna have 3 more months to recover, I might as well push myself and like really try to make the best of it. And I decided to whip out my camera. I was like, I've been neglecting my YouTube channel too, so I might as well make a video. Today is Harry Potter's birthday, by the way. I'm literally watching Prisoner of Azkaban. I decided to do some like Ravenclaw inspired makeup and dress in like, blue, repping my house colors or whatever, and have my little Ravenclaw headband. But the reason why I'm also doing this video is to give myself something to focus on, because I'm one of those people where like if I have a meeting or an appointment like later on in the day, I can't relax or focus until that appointment happens. And I have a doggy meet and greet later because I opened up my bookings for the summer because I'm a dog sitter. I was like super anxious just because like talking to the humans is the part that I kind of dislike. So I'm feeling a little anxious. I feel like I'm not really gonna be able to relax until like we have the meeting or whatever. So I was like, you know what? Let me whip out the camera, see where I'm at in terms of like my word count, and just get some work done. Currently, I have 5,906 words. My goal is 77,000 words. And it's funny that we're making this video on July 31st, aka Harry Potter's birthday, because that's about how many pages J.K. Rowling has in Prisoner of Azkaban. So I was like, I would like my first book, it's like right over there, where is it? To be about the same length. I feel like that's a good length. Since we are so behind, today my goal is, well, basically I have like 7% of the manuscript to 10%. I feel like that would make it feel like, I actually did something. I need 1,794 words to get to 10%. That being said, I don't know what I'm gonna write about. um, I've kind of been all over the place. I will say this, during my over a month-long break, I did try this like weird meditation thing that I just decided to do, where I was like, all right, let me get into the mindset of like Ione, which is my main character's name, and try to visualize what her day would be like. And I kind of just started like talking to myself, and I ended up recording it. So I might go ahead and listen to those recordings now that we're sitting down to write, and then maybe write a scene based on like those recordings. Wish me luck, you guys. I wrote 434 words as I was waiting for the meet and greet people to come to like introduce me to her dog. Their dog was so cute, but she said she still had to like finalize the dates. But anyways, not important. I just hope they give me their dog. So I will have a buddy for the next 2 weeks because the doggy was really so cute and sweet. His name was Percy. Now that they left, I feel like I can relax. I've noticed that ever since I started writing this book, for some reason, I was so like concerned about, oh my gosh, what do I write? What do I write? That like I made just about every single writing session or writing sprint. And that's fine, right? Because it did get me to write without thinking, which got words onto the page. But I will say, like, this session, even though I was kind of a little bit in a rush because I was like, hey, let me see how much can I get down before, the lady comes like with her dog or whatever. I wasn't looking at the time really. So I felt like I actually like took my time, and it felt like it was a better writing session overall. The scene that I'm writing is like a prequel, like before my story, just to give a little bit of like context about the world that I'm kind of creating. I don't know how the heck I'm gonna end up weaving all of this in. And as I'm like writing these scenes, another thing that I don't know how I'm gonna do is how to like connect the scenes, if that makes sense, or like what scenes should be connected, or what scenes should be in the same chapter, or da 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 da, or like how to transition from chapter to chapter, scene to scene, you know what I mean? Because the way that I'm kind of like writing it right now, I guess it's like each scene is like a puzzle piece. So I know there's gonna come a time when I'm done with the book where I'm gonna have to move puzzle pieces around and then like kind of weave scenes together, figure all that out. And that's just kind of like, wow, that's gonna be a lot of work. But I know it has to be done. I know I can do it. And given that this is my first time, it actually is very exciting to be like, how is this gonna come together? So I do think the learning process is exciting, but I also think it's a little scary sometimes, but I know that's just a part of it. Given that that writing session went so well, I am very encouraged. I do feel very hopeful for the remainder of the session, and technically I now have 1,360 words left to finish 10% of my book. So, how exciting! I just finished my brainstorming sesh and it went really well, but it did make me come up with more questions. So it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I feel like I have this ongoing and growing list of questions, or I'm like, I don't even know what to tackle first. But I think we do have a better gist about where the scene is going. I don't remember if I started writing at 4 p.m. or 6 p.m., but it's now midnight. I came up with, I think, 2 to 3 new characters today, which I'm really happy about. There are a couple things that I have to figure out before I continue the rest of my scene, because this thing is like literally what my story is about. It's like a really big thing that we have to figure out, like the mechanics of how the magic works basically. I don't know how to do that. I should really go back and start listening to the Sanderson lectures. I actually believe I'm about to start the one where he talks about his laws of magic or whatever, so hopefully I'll like absorb some knowledge, because I'm at a loss when it comes to defining how my magic system works. It's 2 in the morning and I have not done much writing, but I have done some brainstorming. I think I'm officially losing my marbles because, without giving too much away, first of all, my ankle just hurt. I did whip out a handheld mirror and a flashlight, and I was just kind of like going like this, hoping for something cool to happen, because the mirrors are gonna be, I think, a big part of my story. I'm trying to figure out how, like, there's gonna be this like shadow slash light slash mirror magic thing going on that I haven't quite figured out yet. So I'm just kind of like, man, like, I just had to come on here and like talk about this a little bit, because I was literally just at my desk going like, I don't really know what I am expecting to happen. Anyways, my battery is about to die, so we're gonna charge it while I try to figure this out, and then we'll continue in a bit.